I think he's, that run at Sandown, he finished a good third, but you'd like to have seen him. Well, it was a good race. I mean, Edwardstone is top class. The thing that occurs to me, and you're going back to last year even, but you've got to put a line through the Champion Chase, because that was just a non-event. He pulled him up at the first. Even that great race with Energinine, he was effectively flat to the boards the whole way round, and it was only stamina at the end of the day that got him there. And again, at Sandown, he just always seemed to be half a gear behind the pace, and he's having to niggle him along, and he's just always had to give him a squeeze. If you up him in trip, and why wouldn't he stay, then you're going to slow down the race by that half a stride, and therefore you'd see him travel more comfortably. And you don't like to see horses just having to be pushed along the whole way. I don't think it does them a lot of good at the end of the day if you keep doing that. So it's always looked to me as if he wanted an extra half a mile. Some people will disagree and say I'm mad and he's a 2-miler. Well, let's run him over further and find out. But I would have thought Ascot would be a good test for him, and hopefully it'll, we'd be more looking at Ryanair than the Champion Chase.
So we're up in trip. He's had a wind operation as well. How significant a factor has that been as well, the wind op? Do you think it would
I wouldn't say it was crucial, but Nico was definitely hearing a noise, confirmed on the scope, so we had it done straight away. He only had his paddock cauterised, so it's not a massive operation. He's back cantering in 10 days. So he's done plenty and he's fit and fresh and well.
Many people watching this may be shouting at the TV screen, why did he not enter him at least in the Champion Chase and just keep him in the race when you've got him in, as you said, the Ryanair and the Gold Cup over 3 1/4? Again, let's just sort of be speculative. If he wins at Ascot in the Ascot Chase and wins doing a handstand, would you just have a sort of consideration that perhaps you may supplement him and drop, or indeed the owners may supplement him and drop him back down and shit in what's at the moment it's looking sort of quite murky, the Champion Chase sort of race, isn't it?
It is. It does. It's opened up again. A lot of things happened in Dublin last weekend. The main thing was really the 2-milers, or in fact the weekend before, when Energinine and Edwardstone both succumbed to what could be a good horse, Gary Moore's. But it has opened up the race dramatically. I do agree with that. I mean, maybe he should be in the Champion Chase. I'm getting plenty of flack, but I'm used to it.
So you're not ruling it out entirely then?
Well, I never rule anything out, no. But I mean, it's... I can't believe he doesn't want further, so let's just see what happens at Ascot.
Okay. Again, just going through a few other horses. Bold Endeavour you've got in the Reynolds Down Chase, who again very impressive up at Doncaster last time.
Yeah, he's had 2 runs for us and he's been impressive both times. I think there are 2 things he needs. One is good ground, and that's crucial. And 2, he's certainly much happier making the running than he is being covered up in behind. His jumping's been good, and I just think it's a step up, but he's been creeping up in class all the time and doing it well.